Okay. Let's go into another video. Last one I did is pilots. Now I'm gonna go into implants and mods. Okay. So mods came out about like 2 years ago, and basically they just give your mech a whole bunch of shields. Okay. So basically, before they hit you, of 140,000 hit points. 140,000 hit points. They'll hit all these first, depending on where they hit you. Okay. So, and they all have their own different characteristics. Galvanic hull or galvanic hull. That's like the backside of you, and then the canopy. Well, obviously, hence its name, canopy. It guards you from missiles that'll hit you from the top side. Blockade, the one that I have, is the frontal assaults and of that kind of nature. Okay, so these mods, they protect you a lot. So like 2 years ago, before mods came out, Ember guns were changed. Okay, but before these Ember guns can overheat you and do their monstrous damage, they got to go through all these mods first. So that's where mods really play a big role. Plus, they make you really, really beefy. So, all that good stuff. Now, let's go to a baby hanger. Okay. So, I don't have any mods on these guys. But if I was to click over here, they're all different price. Okay. And they all do different kind of things. So, blockade would be the front, perimeter will be the side. Okay. And they all get different pricings. So this blockade right here, you can see, is 12K, 52K. Okay, big difference in price and all that. Okay, so my other guy has, like, all my guys have like the cheaper ones because it's so expensive. Okay, so if I was to go to the shop, premium, yep, see. So without them being on sale, 2,500 is 50 bucks. Okay. Now, a really good way if you're new to get. I'll go into a hanger showdown, but basically what I'm gonna show you is if you win, if you're in League One, which you won't be, and I will suggest. I would tell you do not go into League One. When you're in here, you're going to be in League 4. Okay? Basically, no pilots, no mods. You're not going to get a good battle multiplier. You're going to have a little baby mechs. Okay? But if you if you're in my range times 5, so when I win one battle, I'll go up to the 500 mark. So if I win one, I'll get all these rewards. Okay? And then the next one, if I win all 5, I can get up to 2,000, which means I'll get 50 of these. Okay. And then if I spend like 10 A coins, and I win that battle, I can get this one. Okay? So for you, and when you first start out, and then you'll get these ones too as well. So it's a really really good way to get those mod parts. Okay. Now let's go into implants. Let's go to my gear hub, inventory, implants. Okay. So I don't have that many implants. I used to have more and I sold them all. But for you, I would focus on the mechs that are gonna, you know, are gonna help you build a team. Okay. So in the beginning, you'll have your little baby hanger. Okay. Your little low power level hanger. Okay. Paragon doesn't have any implants, any special implants other than just the regular, implants like ability cooldown and duration can be used for him. Slingshot. Yeah. He does have implants. A few of them, actually. Damage, radius, and distance. So he dashes further. That's on you. Depends on if you actually want to, if you're planning on getting the achievements for smashing on things, then yeah, the damage and the radius will come in handy. All of them. I mean, if that's something that you're going for. Plus, he's really good early on. He is a really fun low mech to play, and is pretty dangerous if played correctly, especially with missile weapons. Not missiles. Where are they? Target lock weapons. They're guided. So, really, really good with those. Okay? Because you'll never catch him. He's so darn fast. Lancer has jump, and that's it. Which you can get with credits. I haven't purchased it because it doesn't really matter too much. But you could if you really wanted to. This one, Juggernaut. I got this one. I purchased this one just so it would help me get achievements with them. Okay, I did get that one. Okay, so there are implants that you're gonna want to get. Now let's focus on actual implants that are. If you get implants, right? So let's go to the shop. Okay, and go to premium. Okay. Actually, let's go to flash deals. Are there any out here? There are not any. Well, anyways, so if you go to an advanced implant crate, okay, or even a regular one, right here, you'll get 2 free basic implant crates a day, okay? So the likelihood, I don't even think it's possible for you to get a legendary in one of these, but you can get an epic. I don't think it's possible to get a legendary. I could be wrong, but even if it was, the likelihood of you getting it would be slim to none. Okay, and even with the advanced crate, you're not guaranteed to get a legendary either. Okay, more than likely you'll get an epic, but nonetheless, you're really gonna want to keep a lookout. The most valuable implants that you're gonna want to get, and if you get them, you're gonna be super excited, are the legendary ability cooldown or the epic ability cooldowns and durations, and you can even get an attack damage for legendaries, which will be universal. Instead of it just being nomad dash damage, it'll be mech ability damage. Okay, and those ones are going to be kind of like the ones that you're really going to want to be looking for and hoping that you get, and they're really rare. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to restart Mech Arena, because Mech Arena, for some reason, it has nothing to do with my computer. My computer can run this game without even thinking, but apparently Mech Arena, I don't know. It just, so sometimes, anyways, it's a side note. I have to restart it for no apparent reason. Okay, so if I go over here, so let's take, for example, a good setup, which I have. It's not maximized, but I have cooldown, duration, my Sky Strike stealth duration, and my strike damage. Okay, they're not completely maxed out, but this one is my stealth duration. When I get the ability cooldown at 30%, Okay. He will be pretty much, I can show you, he'll be able to have his stealth mode on at all times, pretty much. I think he's like the only mech that I know of that could stay stealthed pretty much the whole entire game. And he's not even a stealth mech. I want to say that Polarium has been doing some adjustments so that instead of just only playing versus mechs, they'll get people out there so they can play against players, which I do enjoy that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to 10.
3, 2, 1, go. Let's get things started.
Let's see the cooldown. I have 1 second, a little brief moment left, not in stealth.
Double kill. Killing spree. Multi-kill. Humiliation. Well done. Well done. Smackdown. Unstoppable. Nemesis. Well done. Rampage. Well done. Humiliation. Well done. Godlike. Humiliation. Well done.
Okay, so I found it.
On fire. Two. Well done. First blood. Well done. On fire. Killing spree. Well done. Humiliation. Well done.
It's not working out well because my rocket.
On fire. Without damage.
So that's why you gotta have your rocket up
Three, two, 1. You have won the match. Incoming fire.
So as you can see, I'm pretty good with Tengu, and I really like Tengu. I wish there was a person in there so I could have showed you that, you know, it's not just bots that I can play against. But anyway, so the example on why I wanted to show you that was because of how implants work and how effective they can be. So I purposely put the Sky Stealth duration up. I paid for these specifically. And I think so like back in the day, like 2 years ago, they're getting implants is way more difficult. Okay, so you had to like pay 80 A coins to refresh the list, unless you wanted to wait a million years and hope that your implant part would show up. Okay, I mean your implant would show up. Okay. Also, this. Let's go over here to, for example, this wasn't here either. Okay. So now you could actually click and show, and then be like, oh, I need that, and buy that or this. It was all random. So you could only get implants through the implant crates. Okay. And same thing for the Mech. You can go here and see what's available and get it. This was not the case. So Plarium has made a lot of changes that are way better for the game and for people. Especially if you're new to the game, you won't have to deal with so let's go over here to pilot to weapon. Okay, right here. So damage radius. Okay, so if you watch a lot of people that are really good with missile racks, I'm not really tremendously good with missiles. I've been getting better at it because I've watched some people that play this game, and they're really good with missiles, and I saw how effective they are. But if my missiles were actually upgraded and I had the damage radius, you could shoot at the ground even though they're around a corner, and you'll still be messing them up. Okay, which is what I was trying to do, but they're not upgraded, so it was a poor show. Okay. Now that's how implants really come to your benefit. Okay. There's implants. Everything has pretty much implants. Reload time, range. These guys have a tremendous range. These guys are so nasty. You could be blasting and shooting things off from so far away and just wrecking people. Okay. So you know, a blue, the Tengu's only rare Mech, and you get them for free. Okay, it's fairly cheap to upgrade. Okay, in comparison to a legendary. Okay, if I was to go to, do I even have a legendary that needs to be upgraded? Nope, I don't. If I did, though, I would show you the price difference. But basically, if I wanted to upgrade this vortex, I think it would be like 2,800 A coins to upgrade from this star to this star. And if I had it, I'd show you. Now, for this guy, I think it's 1,800, if I remember correctly. So it was like 1,000 less at max level, I think, if I remember correctly. I think it was like 1875. So that's a big price difference. Okay, and that's another reason why I would suggest upgrading and playing and getting good with your mechs. And a lot of them are situational. All right, let me make a different video. Thank you for your time.